closing ceremony, last day of the Olympics here outside the American Arts Stadium. And it was day 16 of these Olympic Games, and it's not completely over because we did have some sporting action here today. 12 gold medals up for grabs. Let's find out how the sport went today. Joining me now is the BBC Sports presenter Chris Mitchell. Good to see you.
Hello.
We've got there.
What a lovely day it is.
What a lovely day. We've got there.
Yeah, we got there, yeah. And
2.5 weeks.
I know.
You're feeling okay. I have to just tell our viewers that Chris is going a little bit like doolally, I think, is the term.
I think it's you that's gone crazy.
Possibly. Let's talk about the sporting action then. We had 12 goals up for grabs today, and let's talk about basketball.
Yeah, that was the United States going for a hat-trick of golds. Of course, they didn't win in 2004, but they won in 2008, 2012, and they won easily here. I was hoping for a contest against Serbia. Good team, Serbia, but they met them in 2014 in the World Cup final, and America blew them away. And we were thinking that perhaps Serbia had learnt their lesson, come with a better plan. Oh my goodness me, it was one-way traffic from the off. At one point, Kevin Durant, the Golden State Warriors player, was scoring more points for America than the entire Serbian team. And in the end, they won by 30 points.
Yeah,
so,
incredible.
Yeah, it's a problem for basketball, though, I think, Babita, because this keeps happening. They haven't lost in a decade, the United States team. And
they are a formidable force, aren't they? Let's talk about the marathon, because that started off the sport today.
That's hard. That seems like an age ago, doesn't it? Kipchoge won that. Eliud Kipchoge won that. So he got the gold eventually. He already had a silver. He had a bronze. He was looking for the gold. It was great conditions for running a marathon. Perhaps a little bit windy, but it was cool and not too sunny. Not like the women had it. You remember the women's marathon? They were all stumbling over the line.
Volleyball.
Oh.
Men's volleyball.
Wow.
Everyone was talking about it here today, and you could hear the cheers, couldn't you?
It's funny because you'd be walking along to your hotel or along the street and you'd hear people cheering out of windows and throwing plates out of windows, or just celebrating. I'm exaggerating.
I did see that.
But it was just like it was for the men's volleyball, because there were great cheers coming out of people's lounges and kitchens then for that, and the football. So they won the beach volleyball, they won the football with Neymar getting the penalty, and then they top it all off by winning the the indoor volleyball. It's just brilliant for Brazil.
Against Italy, wasn't it?
Yeah, 7 gold medals for Brazil, much better than they did in the last couple of games.
Yeah, they were hoping, weren't they, their medal tally to be in the top 10. They didn't quite do it. They got into 13, but that's pretty good going, I think, for them.
It is. I mean, they had some great moments in the Rafael Silva winning the judo. That was their first. Seems like a long time ago, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
when
does.
She won her first gold medal and all the celebrations. They didn't do quite as well as they had hoped, but they faced problems.
Sorry, it's raining very heavily here.
They faced problems, and I mean, the weather today is illustrative of all the things that have been thrown at them.
Quick look at the medals table.
Yep.
We've got the US. I mean, they were far and away in front, were they, for some time, at 121 with a gold medal tally of 46. Team GB in second, China in third, but Team GB, quite something.
Oh, unbelievable. If you think that they've done better than they did in London, they've spent a lot of money, though, it has to be said. They have spent more money on these games and their athletes here than they did for London. So it's come at a price. But nevertheless, first nation to ever do better having hosted the games previously.
And the story that I really like is the International Fair Play Committee Award, which has been handed out today. It's called the Pierre de Coubertin Medal, and it goes to Nikki Hamblin and Abby D'Agostino during the women's 5,000 metres final. You'll remember that well, Chris.
Yeah, well, they fell. I mean, Hamblin fell over, or D'Agostino fell over, and Hamblin helped her up, and then they waited for each other at the finishing line. Neither of them qualified as a result, and then they appealed and both got through, because that happened in a heat. It was one of those lovely moments. You know, you're running for gold, your competitor falls over, you carry on running. Not in this case, they stopped and helped each other.
Handed out in the true Olympic spirit. Chris, thank you very much. More from you to come if you survive the rain. I think you will. Don't get blown up. Your hair looks good, by the way. Chris Mitchell there, and we'll be here, Rico. The coming hours as this closing ceremony draws to a close, and Tokyo take on the mantle for the next Olympic Games. More on that to come.